today, but I'm going to be showing you how to create the insides of your exploding books today. So we're going to focus on the black paper that goes on the inside of the book. Now, to create the inside of the book, you are going to take 3 of these black pieces of paper. They're 8 inches by 8 inches, so they're squares. And everyone will need 3 of them. So you'll need 3. Okay, so put 2 on your folder, and we have the 1. Okay, so we are going to be folding these. The first thing you're going to do is just fold them in half because they're squares. It doesn't matter which side you choose. These are not all perfect 8 by 8 inches. So just do your best, really try to line them up, and really use your fingers to get a nice crisp edge. You want a nice crisp fold. Okay, then you open it up, and you have one side that's a V, the other side that is like a little mountain. We do not want the mountain side, we want the V side. The V side up, and you are going to fold in the opposite direction. Again, taking your time and getting a nice crisp fold. When you open it up this time, you should see a T. It should form a crease like a T. Now, when your paper is like this, because you made both of your folds in the same direction, you have one side that's a big valley, and the other side that's a big mountain. This time, for the next fold, we actually want to be on the mountain side. Okay, so we want the mountain side up. And this time we are going to make a diagonal fold. Doesn't matter which side, but just pick one side, you're gonna make a diagonal fold. Okay, so you're gonna take your paper, mountain up, very carefully, line up corner to corner, and make a nice crisp fold. Now, when you do this, you fold it like this. Watch what's going to happen, because right now, what was the mountain and the valley is a little mixed up. I'm going to just very gently lift up, and it pops. See how it pops back in the other direction? Okay, and now when you do this, it sort of folds in on itself. So you're left with this little square. Okay, so if you did that correctly, you have this little folded up section. Okay, so you have one of those. You're going to do the exact same thing on the other papers. Okay, so again, fold in half, open, fold the opposite way, facing the same direction, so it's still in valley. Line it up. Fold. We have valley. Flip it upside down so it's the mountain. Diagonal fold. Folded like this, you flip it upside down, and you very gently push up in the middle until it pops. And again, it should nicely flatten down into that square again. Now I have 2 of them. And again, 3rd time's the charm. So fold, open, V side, fold in the other way, got your valley side, flip it over to your mountain side, do your diagonal fold, So again, your diagonal fold, open it up, press gently in the middle until it pops. Kind of flatten it down into that square. So now I have 3 of these little squares. Now, if you open them up a little bit, they kind of look like little, from the sides, little bats or little birds. Okay, so you're gonna sort of line the 3 of them up. One, two, three. Now, right now, they're facing away from me because you're the camera, but you're gonna wanna face them towards you. So how it looks to you on the screen is how it should look to you in front of you. So they should be like facing me. The outer 2 should continue to face you, but this inner one, we want to face away. Now be careful not to let it fall on its side. It really needs, they all need to be sitting on their little feet. Okay, so now we have 2 facing you and the center one away. And now, if you kind of see how if this center one overlapped that, and if the center one overlapped that, how it can all accordion together. That's how it's going to work. So let's take this first 2 first. Okay, so this one that's facing you, this square that goes underneath that one, that square is going to get some glue. So take your glue stick. We don't have enough for everyone to do this at once, so we have to share. And you're gonna put glue on just the square part. Do not get too close to your edge. You're gonna go around in a square and then like an X in the square, just to kind of get it covered. This part is a little tricky. You take this extra one, remember it's going underneath, so they go together. And you have to sort of flatten it a little bit so you can line them up really nicely. Okay? If they don't line up nicely, then they won't stay together. Okay. Make sure your birds are still flattened correctly. And up. Now what happened was, this is not great glue, so the glue dried before I could even put it together. That's not good. So obviously we need to work quickly. Put 2 together and press. There we go. I just needed to go faster. Okay, and you see how those 2 fold in together. Okay, so this extra bird, remember that bird's facing you, that one's facing away, this one's going to slide on top of that one. So this left one is the square, or it's my left, I guess it's your right. This one is where this glue is gonna go, and remember, we learned our lesson, we need to go fast with this glue. But again, being careful not to get the glue on the other parts. Line up the other square as best we can and press. And hold and let the glue come together. And if you do that correctly, it explodes out. That's the inside of your book.